they've been a team in the past who hasn't put the trust in their young players, that has subbed people out in the middle of seasons and made swaps back and forth. Now they have to have full trust. They stake their year on this game.
Quite far behind. TP across from Flashback to try to reinforce this position, but that site should be primed for the taking.
I'd like to see them get a little bit pacier ahead of this, see if they can prevent the plant if possible. They do pop the vine, so they're giving themselves an opportunity here to maybe cause a little chaos.
Get themselves in a position. Spike going to be going down here from Jonah P. No way to try to dissuade that here for now. Shot across. Jogamo going to get tagged up down to 45. Swing onto the corner, trying to utilize that frenzy, but nearly gets spammed out, and as he swings, Hyunmin is there to collect. A 3v5 now for the retake. Valen able to find one, finds two. Smako does put him down. Salvo sent to try to delay. Trent still with another pulse ready to go. Fires it out. Just looking to buy some time, keep them off of this spike. Players suffering a good, strong amount of damage here on the side of DRX. Everybody low. The base in now and freeing. Able to collect one there on the Trent. Now it's down to lead. Finds the two, but the defuse is already in. DRX take away the pistol.
That was oh so close, but I love DRX's game plan here.
And non-surprisingly, this is going to be that stinger by coming through here for the side of G2, looking to really turn the tides instantly. So you have Hyunmin out wide here by Mount. Still thrown up over the top, going to get the spot there. Looks like they still want to try to engage on this position, and Jogamo able to go ahead and find him despite the paranoia. And that's going to be a weapon collected. Spam flies through. Mako able to barrel stuff to find one. Does get taken down. That leads the player advantage still here to the side of G2.
I like the ideas, though, from DRX early, where they're trying to shut down that Taeho drone before it can get some value, but it's still got enough, and it's still set up Jogamo for that first kill. There's a rotation, though, coming out of G2. They want to go to the other side of the map. They want to try to test that A Vice setup again. There is the wall there, or the vines inside of Tree proper. Leaf just sticking around here to keep the DRX players busy.
Doesn't eat any damage, puts a little bit back there in kind, and actually finds himself an elimination. Looking for the second, but can't draw down the classic, but the damage is still dealt. 2 HP here on Fring, puts all of the weight on Bane's shoulders. Mind that balance still does have that recovered Bulldog from the hands of Hyunmin to make this all the more impossible for DRX.
30 seconds left.
So gonna be so difficult. Yeah, Fring just so low on health there.
That instantly the pop flash the spot, and there's the spray down. Jogamo with 3 gets G2 on the board. The 4 singers, they end up singing true for G2 once again.
Really gonna take a pause here though, RG2. It's worked so effectively for Fnatic. Just waiting out DRX, seeing if they get impatient.
Swing in, just giving Mako too much to think about. They are able to overwhelm the Omen, finding that kill. Fring, however, holding for that flank in towards B, is able to find one. Jogamo trying to pop out and get that shorty in action. Just finding a good amount of damage on the Hyunmin, but cannot get the elimination. DRX to the player advantage. Well, boys, to try to go ahead, turn things around here in this map and tie it up.
30 seconds left.
Fring's able to find Valen. Now it's just down to Trent. Fring will be able to collect the third. 2-2. DRX answering back.
DRX really wants to show up the season. I like this game plan, though. I really do. Even if this doesn't work, I think these are the right decisions to be making.
Flash gets together. The Trent is there, able to play anti, and he guns down both duelists. Now the drone around the corner, getting the spot here on Mako. He doesn't manage to hold his own for one, but it's going to be stunned here into the corner, blinded up and taken down. Trent with a 3K. Just wants to go ahead and continue this pendulum swing of round wins. Right back in the G2's favor. He snaps on for Bane's head and now is on for an ace, but Fring is not looking to give him the opportunity. He's going to be sticking to the opposite side of the map. Maybe Trent goes hunting. Running out of time to be able to try to find this one, but he's going exactly to the right location if he swings around this corner just fast enough. He's peeking in and he will get shut down. Fring will retain his weapon. Asking, well, what was that?
Great turn of the flash. Needed a little bit more behind this, though. Just one flash. I feel like you could have dashed Hyunmin up and over. He could throw the saturate into that corner position where Trent was standing, maybe. I think you can add a little bit more layer. Can you shut that down before you can get into that pit in the post plant?
It's going to be the drone again, up and over the top. Does get cleared by flashback, but his head is taken off. Great shot from Jogamo, and it's another critical punish being found here.
This is going to be interesting. The device wall is a little bit deeper here, so we just get a TP out from Jog. But the clone doesn't catch it. So this might catch G2 a little bit off guard if they commit to this C hit.
Mako, though, seeing trading back some blows there against Jogamo. This does lend all of DRX to know that this attack is going to be coming through here on this C side of the map. So now the Steel Guardian is just going to be sent out. It's Jogamo able to TP forward past the wall, which has not yet been popped, but Bane able to pop him in response. And now Mako gets in a position to try to hold the line here at this B side, pushes forward into the smoke, finds the timing, and Trent gets caught off guard, taken down. Paranoia is sent, but no one to receive it, as there's a spot out on the Leap, who's now at risk. But he will be sprayed down by Freeing. 2 players remaining here. It's Valen and Jonah P to try to see if they can work some magic. Time is getting away from him, but Valen finds a critical opening. Doesn't know what that B site would be primed for the taking. Instead, he's going to rotate back around and try to get this entry here onto the C side as Freeing does get spotted, sprayed out of the corner. Quick pivots here from Baines. He tries to get back into position. The time starting to tick. They go across. Getting ready to come through, and Jonah P, fast on the jump, is able to find Bane with a second to spare, and now comes down to Mako to see if he can clutch this up. He spots the first, gets the headshot, but he's down to 32. Watch them run. He's going to TP all the way across over towards Waterfall, but now has to rescale, clear this position. Shadows traveling. Still doesn't have a damn clue where Valen's at.
He's got to hit a headshot here.
It's pretty much his only recourse that he has available to him, and I don't think he's going to read Valen out here at main. He does not. He gets taken down. The timeout does not find the conversion. G2 will stretch the lead by 2 rounds as Valen gets the crowd going.
See Mako kind of waiting for it.
Going up.
Gets the clear, but now the mask goes on. Jogamo facing forward on the hunt. Does get blinded up as he goes forward here into the site. Might have just gotten the spot there on the Mako, but it's hard to say. Either way, he's just going to be tucked in the smoke. It seems like maybe this has gone on scout, and maybe he just slipped the net. They can't steady the spray. Cannot collect the first. And Freeing cannot get anything in follow-up. Jogamo surviving with 33 HP. His gunman's now out into the open. Retracts back at 6 HP. Jogamo getting spammed down, but Leave covering fire is able to flush flashback out of backside, and that has got to be another call to save now. To just hightail it away at every twist and turn. G2 just seems to have the upper hand. Maximize the value from these hefty rifle purchases. Clear the haunt, the Prowler to check. Jogamo just trying to swing out a little bit wider. The reveal's going to be found, but Mako playing back rubble. Just doesn't have the cover there. Actually really enabled Jogamo to get on that angle, so he ends up getting taken down. Trent now falling low, and flashback posted up outside of B, finds 1, finds 2, and puts the spike down on the floor. The swing in, this time Jonah P. Not going to be able to find the value off the Yod, and DRX suddenly look like they have woken up off the back of that timeout call.
Yeah, this is a good read. Just about to say, look where they're leaving that spike. They're going to try to play with the other side of the map. The Vice wall a little bit further back again.
He can flashback, able to find the headshot there on the Trent.
Crazy good.
Decent amount of their space-making util now out of the hands of G2.
You have to fade all.
Flashback just going to go sprinting forward to try to scout everything out. Seems like he's seen plenty. As Valen just TPing in. They just can't hear a damn thing. Freeing going to be struck down the plant now, getting ready to come through. Bane clearing the haunt, swinging in, and Jogamo has his number. Flashback frantically, looking for anything that he can get with his operator in hand. Spotted on the 1, but now Jogamo looking to close the gap, swings forward. And I think he saw Mako, but Mako will be able to find that kill, but now finds himself in a 1v3. Response here from G2. So damn clean. Valen always willing to take the risk, to make the bold plays. Freeing was none the wiser. Operator will have to be saved. You would suspect. Final peek here from Mako, but nothing to be seen. It'll be G2 now. They're getting up to 8 DRX, the best they can hope for. It's got to be that 4 to 8 scoreline here at the half, but every single time they have gotten a round win, they have not been able to find the follow-up.
A little bit tricky right now for DRX to read what's going on. But you should see Trent. That's when things should start kind of be worrying, and now the Jogamo ult.
Yeah, here we go again. Has it at the ready, has the spot here on the Freeing. Quick exit here around the corner, and flashback dead to Valen's hands. Didn't even really need to jump at Jogamo. Going to get caught with util. As the Steel Garden now going to be invested. Spike not planted. This allows for DRX to quickly flood back in. Stop that spike from going down. Well, shorties in hand. Valen here around the corner. Looking for that first one, but it's going to be freeing. Finding himself a third as Leaf also does get taken down. The 4K now coming free and freeing. One bullet has to get the reload. It's on for the ace. Spike is stranded. And almost certainly the round over. As Jonah P can take him to school. He just doesn't know. And all three players are forward here on the site. Prowler gets the scout onto one. Checking the close angle from the counter spam. It's going to be Bane to take it away. I don't think Freeing going to be too bothered. They needed that round.
Still though, you can see why G2 likes this map, why they are very comfortable to pick into it. And it's not surprising to me at all. I thought for sure this was going to be their pick against DRX. So DRX just looking to see if they could kind of replicate and get some success out of it themselves. Gunman, though, taking a lot of space here.
Yeah, up and over the top. Should have seen Valen there at top rope. All of G2 pulling back. Mako forward at stairs. Just trying to cycle these smokes forward, freeing. Catching a glimpse there. As he plays around the back of Rubble. Checking to A main, trying to see if there's going to be that deep flank coming through, but we can tell G2, everybody now pushing forward from stairs, from Baby Door. Paranoia at the moment on this line. Not going to be connecting here on Mako, so he's able to find the first touch back in the back sight. Out to safety. Hyunmin's there for the covering fire. Flashback as well, getting involved. A lock on from Hyunmin, able to find Leaf, and now he's down to Jogamo in a 1v3. Frenzy in hand can certainly deal some damage. Finds the first. Hyunmin low, but Jogamo lower. Tagged down to 10, and Bane still there on that flank. We'll be able to put him down. It's going to be another pistol going the way of DRX. Question becomes, can they get the follow-up? We're going to be scooped up one away from a dimensional drift here for Flashback as Hyunmin goes on the entry. The Thorn's now going to be popped. G2 scrambling to try to get into position to go for a retake. Jogamo very fast to arrive. Try to lay some pressure in through this smoke, but just doesn't have eyes on anything.
If you can keep him contained, you can get that Taeho going with the U-tilt.
Salvo still going to be available here as Trent. Double forward, face in towards Waterfall. They're able to tuck back, but now the Salvo here at freeing speed, and he is going to be dead to rights. Jonah P is also able to find Bane at the same time. The post plant's falling apart as Jogamo mows him down. Bonus conversion not to be found. It's going to be a flawless ante here from G2. Dimensional drifts could be exchanged here in this round. It's going to be Flashback using his first. Jogamo now is available for a retake. Freeing now going to be cut off from the rest of the team, forcing him to lurk all the way back across, potentially through Baby Door. There's two players on the hunt as the spike now does go down here on this C site.
Planted.
Man, they back Freeing way off, though. See if he can get the read and get back over quickly.
He's losing critical time here. G2 is going to have a player advantage. Quick clear of the drone. Salvo still available. Sees onto the corner there. Waterfall, nothing going to be spotted. Jogamo goes forward. Dimensional drift, catching a glimpse of one. Looks up, will be able to find Bane, drops down, Salvo's there at his feet. He's able to avoid him, but Jogamo finds the first, and Mako, none the wiser, taken down from behind! As now it's just Freeing, frantically spraying and praying, but his prayers are not going to be answered! G2 once again overwhelm and dismantle DRX.
DRX going to be down to a couple Guardians and Sheriffs. Try to see if they can turn things around. Mako, though. Okay.
ADS'd in. Doesn't really find any damage at all. Mako armorless, able to just somehow dodge his way through all those. Oh, decent little fish damage there. Flashback taken down to 49. Oh, that's going to be a spot there on Mako now. You can see it. Identifying factor is Jonah P. Re-swings back into Drake. 2 kills going to be cleaned up. Finds himself a third as well. Spring will be able to deny the exit from Jogamo, but now it's he and Mako. Guardians in hand. Trying to see if they can try to recover this spike. Freeing now has been taken down. It's all on Mako. Does manage to find the pen shot. He gets the punish here onto the Odin, so spike now going to be recovered.
This is all.
He doesn't have the ult, but does he decide to go for it? Still just that Guardian. Still no armor. It still is Mako. It still is certainly possible.
I think they've got a read on where Leaf went. They pinged it out on the map.
Cover going down.
Mako's going to be given the 1v1 a chance.
They might think that this smoke is going to be an attempt to fake. Mako still playing forward here into this A site. The time, however, getting away from him. He's going to face in towards backside. And Trent ends up getting timings. The 3K so far. Guardian v Guardian, the armor advantage. A swap of the weapons now. Mako gets the Phantom. Gets a chance to try to bail them out and get DRX right back into this.
What a moment it would be. How many times have we seen Mako with those big clutches, but Leaf so good in these scenarios as well.
Turns away right as he would have seen the gun barrel. Leaf instead sliding over towards drop, goes for a quick peek. Goes for the tap. He's holding it the half, and Mako is back! A Red Bull clutch on the biggest stage to get DRX back into this map.
What a magician. No armor in this round. Able to out-duel the Odin through the wall spam with just a few seconds left on the clock. About 9 when Trent gets taken down. Finds a way to keep DRX in. Gives them some hope, but it's going to be an operator for Jogamo to back up that Odin of Jonah P. Heavy firepower for G2. The hit coming in.
Quickly in. Trent there at upper. Peek coming through. Hyunmin nearly caught. Just the tuck into the corner, avoids the stun. Here's the drone. As the clone goes through. Shot, however, from Jogamo. Up close and personal, up in hand, is able to find it there. Player advantage once again going to be found for Paranoia. Dodge, but freeing, eating damage, and just gets mowed down. As they double base in, Jogamo gets the swap, gets the kill on the Bane. The flash is there, but the spray is not. Flashback running out of bullets, and now Mako once again having to do it all, but this time in a 1v5. Finds the first to defuse, being stuck. The push coming in, gets the first and the up from Trent. Will shut down any potential follow-up heroics. 27-19 rounds. Disgusting performance here from Jog. 1.5 in limbs per round. Just quickly some space being taken over here towards A. Tap at the door. Jonah P hanging back and getting an immense amount of damage there on Mako. Takes him to 43, and Trent on the peek out from stairs. Able to find freeing. A catch on the Jogamo there at drop, but no one's pushing forward, no one's scaling to really try to take him down. Presence now known, finds the shot. Hyunmin dead. A 2v4 to try to extend the map here for DRX. Now, the 1v4. Bane completely, utterly screwed as the util dump goes his way. Had Bella not killed him, the Armageddon certainly would have. The defuse is in, and G2 claimed victory here on their map.
On defense, watch how Leaf is going to be proactive into mains. Everyone remembers jumping around the corner to get a shot there when he has the off, but he can be proactive down mid on the other side of the map as well. He is going to be a real pain for DRX to deal with.
Gonna get that extra angle from freeing though. Could be the difference maker.
Paranoia not going to connect. Leaf just here around the corner on the peak, gets the spot, but makes a quick little exit there with the rendezvous. Spike for now, going to be planted. His flashback does manage to find one. Jogamo held at bay here by this trip, and it looks like he might just end up having to be rerouted, but will eventually look to clear this, and nearly does get caught on the timing. Flash going to be sent through the frenzy up close. Able to find the kill. He's getting a good amount of damage. He's coming. Looks for a second if he's able to find it. Joining in alongside Flashback, Jogamo has been spotted. It's going to be Flashback to collect the third and finals. DRX will go 3 for 3 on the pistols.
Oh boy, did not feel comfortable at all.
Potential other pressure here in mid, scaling forward behind the wall. Goes up for the check, drops down, quick little exit. Gotta make sure that you're riding that timing to a T. Looking for the flash forward, but Leaf gets one, gets out, Flashback dead.
Love that little idea. Slow up DRX's executes before they even begin. Take out Flashback. One of those big pieces in that double duelist setup to take space. Freeing again. Making his way through. Jonah P right here on the other side though.
So weapon going to be collected. And then one just had that ghost at the ready. See the fall away here from Jonah P, and Hyunmin up and over the top. Is able to catch Leaf there. Off guard. Drone going for the push forward, and Jogamo able to find one, but Mako is there to trade it back. A 3v3 now. Spike planted. DRX potentially favored here is Hyunmin. Going all the way around the back flank. Trent gives it consideration here for a moment, but Hyunmin, he might just find a godlike timing, but time is now starting to run out. But There they are, out into the open form. Trying to counter swing, will be able to peel it back, bringing it to the 1v1. Up against Mako. The Bulldog v Phantom. Just a concuss remaining. He's got a decent idea of his position. Taps it, Mako on the swing! Cannot find the kill. And Trent will hold his own as the defuse comes through. Bonus conversion gonna be denied, but at the cost of 4 players on the side of G2. There's Leaf gonna be giving it another chance to go ahead and hop around the side. Seems like he's got this one nailed to a T. Will be spotted there by the Dimensional Drift, opened up by Flashback, so they try to just go ahead, pop the ult, keep him isolated. Flashback into the back of side is able to go ahead and isolate and conquer as Jonah P also gets taken down. Jogamo, however, could absolutely be their undoing. The smoke dissipating here in main. Everybody lined up, but he's only going to be good for one. Any other gun might have been able to deliver a multi-frag round. Quick turns from DRX. They get the shutdown on the enemy Yoru. Now have themselves a 4v2 advantage. Both players from G2 saddled here in tower. Out to the side, Green gonna be good for one, but Frank gonna be good for two. 4K clutch. That's what's going to be necessary. Hyunmin lingering, lurking down below. Continuing to swing out, gets the spot, but Hyunmin gets the shot. DRX will maintain the lead, now 3-1.
A couple things in that round. First of all, Flashback's TP. Still have the Hunter's Fury for Bane, but the altar in cycle for the side of G2.
And there's the tour de force. Leaf once again going to be posted up outside of A, and DRX once again going to be looking to try to tackle this B site. Jogamo just doing the Jogamo. Ping reveal, Hunter's Fury going to be sent out here, and that's going to be the kill. Jogamo going to be taken down, and it's going to be a follow-up tag on the Valen as well. Great value from Bane. Site's still not yet quite taken. Jonah P drops down, plants his feet, and finds a belter of a shot. Wow. Spot. Valen still thriving. Cosmic Divide now going to be invested. Bane watching this drop here from Jonah P, needing to note that potential flank up from mid. Mako just going to be looking to dodge the Armageddon. TPing past it. Does manage to do so. Hyunmin finds Leaf. Swing in the corner. Mako has the kill. Hyunmin has the flank. And now it's another 1v1. Wall not going to have too much longer, but quick push back. And with a classic ahead, Trent cannot find it. Hyunmin stands tall as DRX continue to run away with his attacker's side. Here's the tap of the orb, but not going anything for quite just yet. Gate crash.
Portal closed.
Does expire. He's gonna go jumping for it, but Gunman is right there, ready and waiting. The corpse goes sailing down into the abyss below.
I respect the attempt, I really do.
And now, on to the rest of the players, is Trent gonna be spotted out. Just overwhelmed. Gunman coming up with 3, freeing. Noting the flank takes the op right out of their hands. It's Jonah P. Gonna have to pull off an ace clutch, but realistically all he wants to do is try to rescue this operator, but now the tripwire has been placed there, making it nigh unrecoverable. We'll just tuck away. This round is over, and DRX gotta get themselves a 6-round lead. Quick glimpse, spot out there onto Valen. Bane gonna be the one that brings the spike forward here onto the site. Does have that Hunter's Fury, so we'll see if he's gonna be able to fade away and get into a position where he can actually utilize that in the round. Could be a critical turning point ultimate here for DRX to try to maintain this win streak. Jogging at the same time though. Looking to push forward, the Hunter's Fury now coming in, just looking to try to cause some disruption. And final pulse going through. Does manage to get a tag. Jogamo going to be taken low, but Frame going to be taken down. Valen in with the kill, the flash connecting. Hyunmin eliminated with flashback, trying to fight back. Only going to be good for the one. Now just down to Bane and Mako, both playing here from main. The Cosmic Divide here in their face. Gets a jump on the one, finds a second for the defuse. It's just being stuck, and they cannot get there fast enough. The round win goes their way. G2 finally able to double up on the board.
He's been off by himself, and it hasn't been him in the direction of where the attack is going to come through, but he's going to respond with the drone. That's going to keep those. Yeah, that's going to keep at least maybe an extra player planted there, but they got to get through some of this util at the site.
Jogamo pushing forward here into the smoke. The clone going through. Big Mark pop up and over the top, and there's the jump. Mako going to be struck down. Jonah P at the same time back site. He'll find the enemy Yoru, and Jogamo goes in for a little bit more. Comes away with a kill here on the Fring. The time now going to be gone. Spike in hand, but no way to plant this one. DRX just gonna have to stay back and go for the save. G2, for the first time here in this map, find themselves a consecutive round win. DRX will be able to make this a little bit more costly for them. Remember, the money's not in a great spot. Yeah, hell of a flick here.
Yeah.
Staying dialed in on it with that Vandal. Paranoia then sailing. Jogamo finding the first. Sends out a flash to try to delay the flood. Repeats in for another kill. That's Bane now taken down. 5v3, Freeing trying to enact this flank. Position at the moment, though, going to be watched by Valen. And he holds the line. G2, these last several rounds, really starting to hit their shots.
But you still have the Armageddon to worry about here, so how are you going to get this plant down? Seems impossible.
Mako gets one, he would have the ultimate, but still have Jonah P.
30
waiting on that A
left.
side of the map, just in case.
They're just not going to give him anything.
The weapon's going to be heard. Leaf gets the spot out, gets the kill. Jogamo gets the final. 8-4 at the half. G2 rescuing this as much as they possibly. All eyes from DRX basically going to be trained now on this site take. Salvo forces them back. Jonah P doing a little bit of damage to the plant, getting ready to come through. Will be allowed to just go ahead and get away with that one, basically for free. Clear the recon. Leaf now on that flank, able to find one. Green going to be taken down. The push forward, Mako dealt with. Valen goes for this reload. Re-swings onto the corner, but Youngman gets the better of him with a ghost in the hand, but damage going to be suffered. Final salvo going to be sent. Util basically expended here from the side of G2. The defuse getting started. Youngman tries to chase forward, but the defuse from the half cannot come in. A triple from Jonah P will get G2 their first pistol win here in this series.
Only showing the Astra doesn't mean much because of the global util.
Drone going out.
And G2, they can get into position here. They should be able to get a plant down at the very least.
Paranoia to try to delay. Mako, however, going to get ping revealed, and now the Hunter Shooter's going to be coming through, but it doesn't even matter. He's already dead. Jogamo's just found him. Pop flash up and over the top, and flashback cannot find a damn thing as Jonah P gets Bane and Freeing. Suddenly he's the last one standing. He can't even try to play for this one. Has to just sit back and wait for that spike to detonate.
And this looks like retake all the way for DRX. I don't know if they can really shut this down in time. They're trying to scoot into position, but Jogamo out towards the top. Spike being ushered forward. It's going to be an op for flashback as well.
Already, spike planted. 5v5 short. Post plant. Util has been so clean here for G2. Paranoia not going to be connecting on the Jogamo. Still here on high, but loses up the fight. Bane able to find one. Play advantage. Now equalized. Leaf puts down Freeing. Jonah P able to tuck back, avoiding that saturate. Mako coming up with one, but Gunman now gone. Leaf continues to be an absolute thorn in their side. Just a tap on the defuse, but the time already starting to get away from them. The salvos now landing here on top of this spike. DRX need to get on this ASAP. Flashback does provide some covering fire, but the delay from the side of G2 is just looking far too clean. Mako playing forward, the defuse being held. He's frantically praying for it, but Valen will deny. 9-8, no one left standing, but G2 are out in front. Thrown out. It's a spot on the one. Concuss to try to force him back. Jogamo, Valen moving forward, trying to take this space. 3 players from DRX around the bend. Go in for the peek, and Jogamo will be left on the floor. Flashback just on the opposite side here of the doorway. The salvo to break it open. And Leaf be able to find another kill here in mid. Valen's still going to be there, but no, gets displaces. Hyunmin finds one. Trent on the hunt, looking for Hyunmin. Gets the readjust, gets the headshot, but cannot get that kill.
There they are.
Now down to Jonah P. By the camera revealed, and flashback has the timing from on high. The win streak finally going to be broken here by DRX as they bring the gap back down to 1 round 7.
4 players here for DRX, 4 for G2.
Things are about to get very bloody very quickly. They're looking for the crunch play here yet again. Gunman goes into the peak, the ping reveal, finding 4, and Mako able to find one. Looks to dip out. Convergent pass now going to be sent through. Flashback able to steady that spray to find one. Bane gets Leaf. Jogamo dead. There's Valen now trying to do it all, but can only find the one. DRX right back into it, saying, no, we want that 10-10.
What a bonkers last couple of rounds.
I mean, Trent's going to be kicking himself. They still committed with the Armageddon. It was just far too late. Still an opportunity, though, as they go back into this buy. So that's a critical tool that they are now lacking. Jogamo going to be one away from that. Next Dimensional's Drift is freeing. Just trying to cheat forward. Tucks back around the backside once again. Jogamo goes up and over the top and flashbacks there for the covering fire. Finds the opening kill. Oh, turn on the peak, finishing the job. The Cypher now gone. Mask goes in. This flashback, looking for the spot out. Bane plays off of it well, but Trent is still there to try to bail them out. Big spotted, repositions, goes up and over the top. The Hunter's Fury now going to be sent in here for the side of Jonah P. Spike going to be dropped down onto the floor. Yunman arriving, finding, killing. Leaf down, dead. Yunman gets the headshot. And DRX are now up to map point, one away from sending us the distance.
Who's next?
Likely not going to be taken, especially now that the mask goes on. Jogamo, look at the scout out this site. I'm not sure if he's going to be seeing too much of anything. Double salvo is already going to be sent as Jogamo on the peak. Spotting two there at back site. Gunman just plays the timing, takes a shot and leaves. Gets taken out of the equation. The reveal on the jaw, the spam attempt. Jonah P able to avoid that, gets the spike in play. Gunman here, snaps on. Shutting down Jonah. Convergent path's now going to be coming through. Trent going to be caught by this one. Stuck here around the corner, trying to get that crosshair set up, but Hyunmin just does not swing wide enough. And now it's all down to Jogamo, and he cannot find it. 13-10, DRX persevere to push this all the way to bind.
What a crazy map.
Really looking to see how Leaf and Trent on this attacking side are setting up traps. I think the combo of the net and the drone, even with the missiles, all of that has great synergy.
And it has to be a strong defender side because G2 is fearsome on their defender side. Both of these teams want to do damage.
Quick snake bite here, just looking to try to shut this down as Gunman is going to be refracting all the way back through. Doesn't get the opportunity to try to go for that peak as Jogamo just going to be hounded down. Trent going to fight back for one. Towards combat, clears out that clone. Jonah P opens up Hookah. Spring goes down, but flashback here. Drops the spike now. Two players from G2 split away from this objective.
We're just going to have to try the rewrap. No util left.
You have to wonder why. Is the spike in hand there? Nobody else committing forward. So far away.
They
Will
want
just be a wrap back around the long.
Yeah, they want to get that deadlock util deep. Set up for those post plants, but DRX able to stand firm. Gunman thought about in the corner. Haunt to check close.
Swing out and Gunman great for the one tap. Valen needing to pull off some incredible heroics, but just doesn't have the health to do it. DRX will continue to maintain dominance here in the pistols. 4-1 in that regard, but G2 now.
Gonna be a shotgun for Mako.
FD in hand playing at Hookah. Going to be cleared. Bane now hearing the stealth drone rushing forward. Looks for the clear, but does get caught. Prowler will reveal the Bucky here after all. Mako just layering in this molly. Just go ahead and keep himself isolated away from the enemy players for now. Jogamo going to be able to find one. Flashback going to be taken down. That's that Bulldog now out of the equation for DRX, losing out on a good amount of firepower.
Deadlock wall in place. Should be pretty tough for DRX. Mako just stuck in Hookah.
Multiple mags to try to break down these segments and still have to clear another if you want to try to scale forward into this site whatsoever.
Yep.
Swing in. Jogamo will lose his life. Clear the segment. Hold forward, but now Leaf not going to be good for that second kill. Gunman is able to find him. Weapon now upgraded over to the Vandal. Valen spotted here into the corner. Bane going to be swinging forward, managing to get that kill. It's a headshot, snappy in on towards Trent. The time now starting to get away as the Prowler will be chasing in. The round is over, but the damage is dealt. DRX not going to be able to convert this bonus, but they get damn close. It's only Jonah P left standing.
That's more damage than I thought they were going to get out of that retake.
Spain just fishing for anything that he can get. Sends the Haunt. Here's two guns fire off now. Dimensional Drift going to be in play as Jogamo goes forward here, scouting into the side, gets the spot onto ones, looking for a little bit more, finds Mako. Will have to go here for the exit. Peels out, but it's right in front of Bane, who's able to go ahead and shut him down. Mako at the same time, steady here on the site, puts himself a second, and sprays down for the 4K. Orbital strike now online. DRX not allowing for G2 to tie it up.
What great stuff here from Mako. Gets hit with a ton of util. Bane's there to at least cover Jog's exit from the dimensional drift. And they just line up a bit for him too.
Nice, nice.
For G2, the economy will be bad if they can't get this to go.
Armageddon going to be sent out, clear out this Showers angle. Stealth drone to try to chase forward. And Spring does get marked, and that's going to be the orbital strike. He's just being forced to push forward in towards the enemy team. Does eventually get taken down, but it's going to be 2 kills found here. It's burnt to a crisp. Solid response. Jogamo able to go ahead and bring this back to parity, but the damage onto him so very much. Chugging that one off. Getting out from here. Yep, looking impossible. 3 players surviving. The op still in hand. DRX.
Hunman one away from his ult. So the ult cycles here. Pretty impactful for DRX to keep their leads solid.
Salvador's zone back, but Snakebite to delay. Bit of damage, as well as Decay coming through. His flashback just going to be putting that mask on, and immediately the wall segment's going to be broken down. As there's the spot out, Gunman just swoops in. He's able to find the spike planter, but doesn't keep himself alive. Push out, Valen with a great shot is able to find flashback through the smoke. Spike not yet being committed to, maybe an opportunity for a pivot. As Molly goes off to cut off this angle of approach from Freeing. Will be sticking to it here on this A side.
It's all about Bane's lurk.
Face your fear.
Mako getting deafened there. As that Nightfall goes across, Jonah P going to be taken down to 3v3. No weapons recovered here for the side of G2, so still going to be operating with just the pistol to try to make this happen. Leaf going to be known. Balanced position as well. Noted. As Mako holds his own for 1, looks for the second. Runs out of bullets though, and Leaf on the peak is able to find Freeing, so the fuse not held to half quite just yet. Valen swoops in, finds it, and confirms the MasterCard Thrifty with a 3K.
He's just going to hold there. Just looking for info.
Not sure if they're going to give him any audio cues here.
Spike
going to be recovered.
I think he might have heard a little bit.
Freeing at the same time, able to find Jonah P. Down short. Valen caught with a knife in hand, stims his way out, and Trent, a very nice shot to get the shutdown there onto Mako. It's still going to be a player advantage to the side of DRX.
Now you're going to have this op to contend with no smokes to cover. So one way or another, you're going to be walking into danger. Jog trying to do what he can.
Quick peek in, but this time no one at home there in heaven. Checks in close. Spotted.
This is all going to be on flashback.
Makes his exit. Does still have that operator on the line here.
30 seconds.
Try to hold it down. The swing getting ready to come through. Salvo forces him off the angle. He eats a pulse, re-peeks it, does find Trent, confirms the spike as well. A flash to try to delay. I believe he called a glimpse onto Leaf, and Leaf catches a stray. Jog gonna be good for 1. It will just be a grab of the orb here. And a concession
left.
of the round. Not gonna be able to get this one over the line. Split second too late to be able to find some damage. Pressure now coming through as Leaf is just pushing off the back of that one, but Mako, top of 2, takes him down. Rough go of it so far here for Leaf. Prowler will eventually get the grab. Op going to be noted. Jogamo trying to see if that swing out of Showers ends up coming in. See, he's getting the connection, the shot. Not going to be going in, but Freeing still holding the line. Is able to find 1. That's their own operator. Now down on the ground, and Jonah P gets some damage, but cannot get the kill. Hyunmin locks onto the head so very quickly. Once again, G2 left reeling, looking like they're just going to stay tucked back to save these rifles.
Mako maybe has something to say about this, but Trent holding in ADS. Let's see if Mako gets the read.
Checks in towards that position, swings in, and will be met with his demise. 1 away now from another orbital strike, but does hand over a weapon upgrade to Trent. A bit of a consolation prize here, perhaps. Freeing maybe looking to try to take it away from him. As he read the reposition, he has. He can't do anything about it. Either way, 7-2 now. DRX confirming a lead at the half.
Look at Leaf. He's just tucked in, watching that TP in case Flashback had to take it.
Dimensional grip now going to be coming in. Far too late to try to send that pit. Maybe for a retake. Jogamo to get himself situated forward here. into lamps as the pit now does go down.
I like that. That slows Jog up.
And they try to contest this. Spike gets planted. Jonah P gonna be cooked though. As Trent also gets taken down. Barrier mesh trying to get cleared out. Fallon here at Dice gets the spot out, but now has been noted. Pit, Fall, and Decay coming through, up and over the top into the refract, just trying to draw that attention, trying to see if they can spray him out of this position. He narrowly managed to stay alive with 20 HP, but flashback on the peak finds one, and Leaf can only get one himself. The defuse to come in, the timeout to mean nothing. It's 8-2.
What a heads-up play from Free. Bit of a rough day for him, but that one was a difference maker.
Oh, and flashback! What a shot! Unbelievable as Leaf is just anything!
See, there's still enough time for one more rotate.
Some more damage going to be taken. Sank by the try to slow up the approach here. Freeing has him lined up. A damn near collapse. As Fallon's the last one standing. Very long. A flawless round as DRX continue on their march. Can get an orb. We'll have an orbital strike.
Yeah, you're so close to the Armageddon as well for Trent.
Big fight to try to delay once again. Flash off the angle here is Freeing. Clears the clone, spot on the Bane, but Alt not going to be able to get the grab. He's now coming in, Fallon. He's going to cook flashback, finds him there with a molly. Quick turn though. Bane covering fire, keeps him protecting the Armageddon, pushes him forward. And Bane gets the shutdown on the Leaf. Chaos ensues here on the site as Gunman catching a glimpse, setting a saturate. Re-swings looking for Fallon, but cannot make it happen. Now it all comes down to Mako. 1v2 to try to clutch it up. Sends out the molly, but now his position very much known. The molly's a little bit too late, but he finds the first headshot. Fallon going to be struck down. Looks to try to clear out the barrier mesh. And he gets him! Jonah P! Shut down as Mako is indomitable! Immediately considering sending that barrier mesh, but thinks better of it. There's the stealth drone up and over the top. Going to be able to get a spot out here as well. There's that null on to 2.
TP. Jog from behind. And he's going to go back.
Trent pulling away from the angle. Freeing. Zone here for the moment. Salvo just to delay this plant.
Nice and slow now.
Mako tucked into the corner. Headshot going to be found by Fallon. Gets the spray down. Gunman eliminated. Mako looking for one. Will be able to find it. Leaf going to be struck down, but Jogamo quick to reply. Maintains a player advantage here for the side of G2. Leaf now making his way over. Fallon finds himself another. Wow. Great right click. Because that has DRX very much on the back foot. Flashback down to 51.
One enemy
The hold the half and Bane going down ensures the victory here for G2. Coming alive, and they so desperately need it.
They might not be aware of it. The deadlock util in hookah as well.
Prowler forward, there's the stun. Leaf not scaling though, he's holding back, maybe anticipating that a flank is going to be coming through, or rather a rotation. Gunman hits the floor, but Trent is going to be taken down. Mako able to find Jonah P. Fallon able to avoid the seize. Here's the dropout, gets the transition. Bane going to be taken down, and Mako is there. Pen shot through the tube. It's a 3v2. Spike now planted. Leaf. Just that Spectre in hand. No real weapons able to be recovered. Swing onto this corner, and Freeing will find the headshot. DRX not allowing for that bonus conversion as they take one more step towards closing out this series.
Doing
He's dead on the other side of the map. I misread that completely.
Fallon, man, he's trying his damnedest. Hits a couple good ones, but Mako just right on point with that Guardian. Gotta ride the ship, see if they can get Jog going. They get some wind in these sails. Oh my God.
Leaf is just not having a good time over at Showers.
Prowler doesn't confirm anything. Jonah P with just a stinger. Nothing he can do. Nothing he can do.
A headshot on the Mako, but the kill not found. Stim beacon now. There's the Mosquito goes in. No one to bite. It means that plenty of open space to get this plant. 5v3, the orbital can't be a consideration, and G2 have to save. They have to allow for DRX to get up to match point.
Sonic sensor positionings here. One where Hyunmin likes to land on B site. One in a different spot in Hookah. They're looking to try to play off that.
Drone gets a spot on the 2. GravNet gonna be lobbed in. Sensor gonna be cleared. Jogamo finding the shot. Quick exit, but now he's back across the opposite side of the map. Orbital gonna be called in. Bane gonna be taken down. Valen finding value off the ultimate. Gives them a 2-player advantage. As Hyunmin strafing forward and right into Leaf's grasp. A weapon upgrade, and it seems like G2 not done quite just yet.
30 seconds left.
Should be undoable. DRX just in terrible positions.
Last player standing.
Good timing shot. There's the cleanup. Flawless fashion, exactly what the doctor ordered.
There's one more smoke. There's the molly. Jog here. Get a big one. Oh, the smoke right in time.
Hyunmin jumping forward, gets himself in towards Lambs. Jogamo, however, able to find one. Bane's going to be taken down the net now at the ready. Hyunmin able to find one. Jogamo, however, finds another, and the time starting to dwindle. 7 seconds, needing to try to get this spike planted, but they've just been zoned away. And they're not going to be able to find the kills. Everyone from G2 could just tuck tail, hide away, taking themselves another round. Hyunmin, he will rip all their weapons out of their grasp, but G2, they do not go quietly into the night. 5 ultimates available here for DRX, given the non-investment in the previous round.
Who's next?
Flashback, goes through the dimensional drift, gets a spot out. Trent wary about some added pressure coming his way. It's going to be a spot on the 2 players so far, but P, unscouted. Convergent path's going to be going through. Orbital strike, looking for a catch. Valen backpedaling, able to avoid that one, but it's going to be Jonah P, dead off the rip. Flashback gets himself into the side, finds Valen, gets the spray! Jogamo going to be good for one, but as he makes his exit with that quick kill gate crash, he goes all the way back across the opposite side of the map. Now into a 3v2 as DRX look to try to bring this to its conclusion, and G2 look to try to keep their tournament lives going, but Hyunmin finds Leaf. It's just Jogamo, and he cannot make it happen! 13-7, DRX will not be denied! Guaranteed once again, the 5th, 6th finish, if not more! Mako